another thing that was going on this weekend was the Hall of Fame ceremony. Now, it's been a lot of controversy behind that because obviously they were, now in my eyes, two big snubs. But originally the first big snub was Bill Belichick not getting in, but then also Robert Kraft did not get in. How do y'all feel about that? Me personally, I don't know. I find it crazy that this year was the year where it was really only players. So I feel like if there was an agenda behind that, they should have put that out there so that this whole media frenzy about go ahead.
They used to induct 7.
Right.
And so they used to try to do 5 players and then 2 contributors.
Yeah.
But this year, or I think they started last year, but the last 2 years they were down to 5. And so that's how I don't know if y'all caught when Rodney Harrison was lighting up Tony Dungy.
Yeah,
he was lighting his ass.
Yeah, he pressed him right before the game.
But
so
he pressed him.
He was like, I think y'all
on live TV.
No one Vogler, no.
Yes.
Oh, but what was he?
No, Dungy's the voter. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. He pressed. That's why he was
Tony Dungy was defending it, and he was saying Roger Craig deserved to be in, and that's what they voted on. Right? He was saying I voted for Bill. But if we had 7 spots, Bill would have made it. And Rodney Harrison looking at him like, Bill should have been the first one on the ballot. I don't get. Look, Drew Brees was cool. Larry Fitzgerald was cool. They ain't Bill. Not as far as impact to the league.
Now, but I think honestly though, we all know what the gold in the room is as far as why the issues coming about.
Yeah.
Like they really trying to put a stand, and I hate that now the NFL is becoming so like unauthentic in certain things.
Political.
It's not fair because if you got a coach that day by day, season by season, players, there's no match for that. But then we gonna get into the deflate gate, the scamming with the film and stuff like that. Now what y'all trying to do is penalize a coach that deserves it. But I don't think it should have been penalized in that way if we're gonna be honest, because if we talk about Hall of Fame ballot, he didn't hit every box with plenty of room to improve.
Well, I mean, I was gonna ask if they're gonna do that for Bill, are they gonna do the same thing for Tom? Because Tom go ahead.
Tom's going in, and we all know Tom's going.
You know what I mean?
That's what we gotta wait to see, though.
You know.
Well, here's the difference, though, and the reason why I'll say this is different. Now, I've never defended Spygate because I don't agree with that. Right?
Yeah.
I don't agree with taping practices. So whatever evidence they had on that, I'm not even gonna push back on it. That's just wrong. Right? Deflategate is just dumb, in my opinion. I don't care if the ball is 0.1 PSI lighter than it's supposed to be. Everyone still has to catch, play defense, tackle, run routes, and still score touchdowns. The ball does not, in fact, impact any of that. So I don't care about Deflategate. The only thing I'll say is the reason why Tom shouldn't be affected by Spygate is because as a player, you're not doing any of those things. If you think Deflategate has some merit, then sure, that's the thing that you would dock Tom for, because Tom actually does get to feel the balls before the game starts.
Even in Tom's span, like. You take that one Super Bowl away. He still did it multiple times.
Right, and that's what
hesitation. Like, we can't blame nobody.
And that's what I was about to lead up to. I'm saying if Spygate was that bad to y'all, that y'all felt as though y'all had to teach him another lesson after you already found him and took draft picks, then you should have took the Super Bowls away. But you didn't. So you told me that them Super Bowls were still meaningful. They were still meaningful. Yeah. So you that's why the Hall of Fame should not have the ability to punish people. Are they Hall of Famers or not? Right? We don't care about personalities. We don't care about what they got into.
True,
None of that should matter, right? T.O. should have went in. Bill should have went in. Rob should have went in.
Then it was like I saw it was a thing that because Bill was like an asshole to the media, that was another like knock on his resume. You know what I mean?
I thought T.O. did get in. Sorry.
But not on first ballot.
Yeah.
I'm talking about first ballot.
That's true.
I mean, we all know Bill gonna get in, but the debate is first ballot.
Yeah, that's true. Because that was kind of like, I ain't gonna lie, when this whole thing came out, I kind of like, that was like the first thing that went in my head. I was like, I feel as though they all just kind of looking at it as like, oh, it's who we like type thing. The voters are just going to pick who they like.
And that's not.
So my thing is like, and it shouldn't be like that at all. It should be about the resume and the body of work. But I just felt like, I'm like, how y'all going to do? I'm like, why does it matter about who you like? And I'm like, T.O. got in, so it shouldn't like.
All right, so I got a question then. Do you, and anybody can answer, do you feel like as a person of Bill's caliber, do you really think like he personally took a vendetta to that for the simple fact that I know I'm gonna get in the Hall of Fame, but that's just not first ballot. Like, does that first ballot mean that much to somebody? And that's why I think he really probably is on the answer he on now of how he feel for real.
Yeah, I mean,
I think yes, initially it probably does sting. Like just maybe all right, I'm gonna speak from like my standpoint. If I'm Bill, and I got my accolades. I'm sitting. I've already did what I did in NFL, and I found out I didn't make first ballot. I'm hurt initially, yes, but then because I see that the outrage of everyone that was put in and people that aren't put in have come to my support and said that this is outrage and that the Hall of Fame is a joke. For example, like Jimmy Johnson getting on there and saying like, pretty much he just said fuck the Hall of Fame and I'm not going this year. I feel like once I see that and I see like my peers and the people that have made it before me are now like saying, oh, this isn't legitimate, like this is not a legitimate
You
thing.
feel away a little bit,
bro.
I'm not gonna feel as hurt. You know what I mean? I feel like like I said initially, yes, I would, but because like everybody else is like, oh no, you didn't get in first ballot. This is a joke. So I'm gonna be like, okay, they see it, like they see that this is a joke.
So Bill honestly wasn't. I mean, personally, he was probably upset, of course, but he also showed up on Pat McAfee and participated in the Hall of Fame little antic things he was doing.
He took the jokes.
He had a smile on his face.
Yeah, he was laughing.
He was alright. It's whatever. And so like, I mean, he know he getting in. It's just kind of like, yo, like, who made y'all the punishers? Like who? Bro, we have police. Like we don't need you to be determining who, what, and all that type of stuff, right? Do you think he's in or not? Because the whole gimmick gonna be is they're gonna vote him in next year, and then it was like, oh, so y'all really just made him wait. That's even worse.
But that's why I asked that question.
That's even worse.
Question. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking like maybe he wouldn't because he knows that he's a Hall of Famer first ballot. Like, so he doesn't need the
accolade,
right? Like he doesn't need the validation. Like, because he knows what he accomplished. He knows what he did for the league. So what does he need? All these people.
But the problem is I wouldn't say 25% of the Hall of Fame he beat.
Yeah.
Coaches, owners, players.
Yeah. He needs to just have the T.O. mentality and induct himself like T.O. did.
I wouldn't show up though.
I mean, he probably.
You said, T.O. did his own thing. I wouldn't. I'm not going to Canton.
I think Kraft was probably more upset than Belichick was, to be honest.
Well, because Kraft feel like he's done more than Bill. So that's the whole rift between them two is them fighting over who gets more credit for the Patriots dynasty. Because Kraft is like, I took a chance on you because people don't know we traded assets to get Bill Belichick. We didn't just hire him. Like we traded draft picks to get him.
That's funny. I just found that out too. Bro, I did not know that until last year.
When we got him, we traded for Bill. We didn't just hire Bill. So Kraft is like, yo, like you were part of my story, and Bill is like, no. I'm the one that made your story a story. So that's why they be going back.
So do you think it's, as a Patriots fan, since we on that topic, do you think it's safe to say without a Robert Kraft, there's no Bill Belichick, without no Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft, there's no Tom Brady?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. In that order, yeah.
I think all three of them
they're all necessary.
Split the pie.
And all right, so now it makes my mind going. It's like, do y'all think Kraft didn't make it because Bill didn't make it?
No.
Not that. Do you feel like they thought we can't put one in without the other because that's just gonna cause more?
So would you trying to say a package deal now?
Pretty much.
I think
next year they both get in.
That's crazy.
Nah,
imagine how it would look.
Yeah. But think about it.
But
that's literally been the rift between Bill and Robert this entire time.
Yeah.
Like
he's fighting over credit.
And it's like, granted, Bill not in the league no more, but it's like, I feel like that still is going to be a thing. If you would have put Bill Belichick in the Hall of Fame and Robert Kraft didn't, Robert Kraft would have felt some type of way.
And vice versa.
But the thing is,
he's in the league and has the power to do shit that he can do. It's like, what if he going to feel some type of way? I feel like he.
So I do think they both going to go in together next year. But I don't think that they both missed it for the same reasons. I think Rob was actually never going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer just because he's an owner. Yeah. Like I just feel like there's only like two other owners in the Hall of Fame, right? Jerry Jones and then I think 49ers guy or something like that. I might fact check me on the other one, but I know Jerry's in. But Bill, they wanted to punish Bill.
Yeah,
I don't think Robert Kraft was ever going to make it first ballot because as an owner, bro, it's like we gonna put in an owner over a player.
They gonna get there eventually.
But a coach could get in over a player. A coach can get in over a player, but we're going to put an owner in over a player.
But then at the same time, you got to think about the numbers game. There are so many more players and coaches' opportunity to make it than owners. Because some of them owners be there, 20, 30 years before they even sell their ownership.
And that's also the problem, though, is while you teaching Bill a lesson, now you just pushed it back for the next coach who's supposed to get, what about Shanahan, right? Or Andy Reid, Mike Tomlin, all them guys, they're gonna have to wait, right?
So
because now Bill had to wait.
Who's the five that is
player-wise?
Yeah, it was Drew Brees, Larry Fitz,
Kuechly,
Luke Kuechly, Roger Craig,
and
it's one more.
It's one more. I gotta think about it.
I got you.
Dang, that's crazy. You really don't think about it until like it's keep flashing in your face.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the fifth one.
When he said, I'm gonna be like, damn, that's right.
6, yeah.
And we just seen it yesterday.
Exactly. I just
Just put it on the whole TV. Hall of Fame ballots this year.
Hold up. Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly. Oh, Adam Vinatieri.
Another
patient.
I was saying Adam.
I don't know how we ain't get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I want to.